Alrighty, hello everybody. My name is Barrett Jensen. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about our aircraft feasibility for Altitude X. So Altitude X is a company already, and Altitude X is a company that flies Accenture's CEO all over the place, so that she can go to meetings and each of their different locations, enjoy pretty much private jet kind of abilities, I guess. So in my feasibility study, the reason that we are doing this is because the CEO has decided that she wants to move on from the aircraft that are already in her fleet, just due to cost and comfortability. The aircraft that she's using now, the cabins are a little bit small, and she just wants it to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more comfortable and a lot more efficient and affordable. So I went through 4 different aircrafts, the King Air 260, the Gulfstream G280, Citations CJ3 Plus, and then the Challenger 650. And I analyzed those 4 different aircrafts through the city pair analysis, the aircraft data, went through each of their aircraft data, each aircraft score, and then the cost of operations for each of those aircrafts. Today I wanted to focus on the cost of operations for each of these aircraft because obviously cost is a very big factor and a very important factor for deciding which aircraft you want to move forward with. Obviously, that's not the only thing that plays into choosing which aircraft you want to use. In this scenario, it is one of the most important, or the more important factors. So for the objective here, obviously, was to evaluate how much these aircrafts cost annually. Not only just the purchase price and how much it's going to cost up front, or the down payment, stuff like that. More just like overall cost, so maintenance fees, yearly cost, interest rates, stuff like that. So we compared purchase price, down payment, interest rate, fixed costs, and we kind of evaluated each of the 4 aircrafts based on those different categories. And our findings for this was that the cheapest of the 4 aircrafts is going to be the King Air 260. In my opinion, I don't think the King Air 260 is the option Altitude X should go with, but it is the most affordable, which is obviously something our CEO is looking for. But I would not say it is the most comfortable. Leading into that, I think the Gulfstream G280 is actually the aircraft that we should go for. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive than the King Air 260, but I think it would be a great investment for Altitude X because of the long-term money that we're going to be saving on it. The maintenance cost, especially, is about $50 lower than King Air 260, which is kind of crazy because the Gulfstream is so much more expensive. So you would think you'd be saving money by going with the King Air, but ultimately I believe the Gulfstream is going to be the better option because you'll save money in the long run, and it's also got a much bigger cabin than the King Air 260, which is one of the things our CEO is looking for, is an aircraft that she can be comfortable in while she's traveling. So yeah, I think the Gulfstream is going to be great. How can we prioritize safety as a company? There's a lot of different things that we can do, but safety is ultimately a part of our culture, part of the culture. So you have to make safety its own culture when you are approaching aviation business. And that includes things like crew resource management, SMS, stuff like that. I think crew resource management is very important because, as you can see here, oops, sorry about that. A significant number of turboprop accidents have come from single pilot management. And I don't think that our company is going to be using only one pilot for their crew. I think it'll be a dual pilot type of thing. But still, even if we do go with one pilot, or if we only have one pilot flying at the time, it is very important for them to utilize the crew, and that includes passengers. You could even have passengers look out for traffic. You can have the crew help with maintenance issues. Maybe some kind of system failure is happening while you're flying, and you need to focus on flying. Have someone else that you trust that's on your crew address the issue. So utilize the people around you and trust them. I think that's very important, and that plays a big part into safety culture. The verse that I chose for this week was Psalm 91:2, and it reads, "I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust." I chose this verse because I think it plays into the theme for this week of safety and kind of emphasizing safety. God is our safety. He is our rock that we fall onto, and we run to Him when we are being attacked by the enemy. And when you call on the name of the Lord, He protects you and He will keep you safe under His arms, I guess. So it is very important for us as Christians, as humans, to run to the Lord because He will be there for you, especially when you're being attacked by the enemy. Run to the Lord. He will shield you from the enemy's attack. So that is my presentation.